All right, I'm here. What we doing? Oh yeah, right? You wanted me to explain the rules? Okay, let's do it. Legacy rules, nameless, faceless. When you sign up, we don't trace it. No real names, no spotlight claim, no ego chase, no fame gang. Group chat up and call yourself member. Just about word, always remember. Are we AI? No, not at all. Real voices answering real call. Who is who? You tell me that. As one body, we move in tech. Even if I knew, I wouldn't speak. Stay low, stay sharp, stay me. This album right here, introduction phase, featuring new singers casting that range. Seeing who built to carry the flame. Not for applause, not for a name. Different tones, same foundation. Kingdom over reputation, word first, no elevation. Unified declaration. Wait, what was we doing to get it?
When she pray,
Oh yeah, what we doing?
when she pray,
Okay, bet, let's go.
when she pray,
Night shifts,
when she pray,
chain split,
when she pray,
hell quits,
when she pray,
fear dips,
when she pray,
walls crack,
when she pray,
dark backs.
when she pray, when she pray, when she pray.
Keep your battlefield zone, faith so strong, heaven throne, private strength fully grown, power moves when she alone. James said righteous prayer strong, history flips when she holds on. First Samuel proved it long, light turns light by her song. She don't flex, she don't post, she don't boast, she don't toast. She kneels down, that's the most. Darkness backing like a ghost.
When she pray,
Temperature change,
when she pray,
systems rearrange,
when she pray,
atmosphere shift. When she prays, burdens lift. Not dramatic, not loud, no camera, no crowd. Just faith, face down, and kingdoms turn around.
when she pray,
Fearful,
when she pray,
truth bold,
when she pray,
lies freeze.
when she pray,
Rooms breathe, bills stack, still she steady. Heart cracked, still she ready. Eyes closed but vision heavy. Midnight war already. You want noise, she want peace. You want stage, she want knees. You want flash, she want release. And as my storms decrease,
when she pray,
walls bend,
when she pray,
wars in,
when she pray,
time pause.
when she pray,
Heaven draws. You want faces, we want flame. You want credit, we want name. Legacy stays the same. Low profile, high aim.
when she pray,
Night shifts,
when she pray,
chain split,
when she pray,
hell quits,
when she pray.
fear dips. When she breaks.
Wait, this seems a bit slow. Let's kick it up a notch.
Seismic ignition, collision, division, precision, incision, in spiritual prison. Ephesians 6 armor equipped with division, not flesh and blood, but dominion, decision. Second Corinthians, can demolition, pulling down strongholds, mental condition, casting imaginations, opposition. Every hot thing submit to submission. Chain 5:16, effectual, fervent, righteous prayer, shake earth like a verdict. Matthew 18, agreement emerging, heaven responding, the darkness is nervous. First Samuel, one hand a petition. History pivot, immediate mission. Proverbs 31, strength and position. Faith stretch wide without inhibition. Psalm 24, gates lift higher. King of glory, step through the fire. Isaiah 54, weapon expire. Unholy breath ignite that choir. Luke 10:19, serpent defeated. Authority granted, nothing repeated. Hebrews 4:12, cutting from Peter. Soul and spirit divided and seated. Daniel 6, lions went still. Knees on stone, override will. Acts 16, risen brick drill. Chains fall off at the sound of his will. Mark 11, speak and believe it. Mountain move if you receive it. Revelation 12, oh, would come see it. Blood of the lamb and the word repeated. Colossians 2, publicly strip it. Principalities visibly clipped it. Grave can't grip it, death can't flip it.
When she pray,
When she prays, hell don't script it. Triplet cadence, relentless attack. Night collapse, can't counteract. System fracture, can't interact. When she prays, heaven react. No ego throne, no personal fame. Galatians 2, crucified claim. Not I, but Christ the flame. One king reign, same name. When she prays, when she prays. When she prays.
when she pray,
Night shifts,
when she pray,
when she prays. Chain split,
when she pray.
when she prays. Yeah, that's what we was doing.
Silence gets heavy when she kneels. The room leans in, the lights hold still. No shouting, no sound, just breathe and something shifting underground. When she prayed,
spotlight, no stage. War written on a quiet page. Proverbs 31, faith in motion, strength clothed in pure devotion. She don't curse the storm, she don't ask why. She just breathes, Lord be glorified. Every tear hits the ground, turns to peace, no wasted sound.
When she prays, night turns light.
When she prays,
wrong feels right.
when she prays,
walls give way, heaven moves, she stays. She prays, the moon stays still. She prays, the moon stays still.
she prays,
The fear lets go,
she prays,
and the silence goes.
she prays,
The fear lets go,
she prays.
and the silence knows.
Thought warriors war, armor loud, stealing noise, drawing crowds. But I saw knees, outfight swords, silence louder than the wars. First Samuel, Hannah cried, no crowd, no sound. Heaven replied.
James 5:16, still alive. Power moves when she prays. When she prays. When she prays. When she prays. Everything bends. When she prays. When she prays. When she prays. The night ends. No applause, no display. The world keeps turning when she prays. Flames stay lit, heaven writes, I don't fight. I build. I build. I build. I build.
You ever felt a silence so heavy it pressed against your chest? That's what happens when she kneels, not loud, not dramatic, but heaven leans in.
When she prays, the air shifts slow, the room grows still, but heaven knows. Ears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors.
When she prays,
She don't need spotlight, she don't need stage. Her warfare's done in a quiet place, clothed in strength, faith unafraid. Battles won where tears are laid. plants unseen seed. Every whisper meets a need. She don't raise her voice, she raises faith. She don't rush revenge, she waits with wisdom. Not asking for things, not asking for fame. Just call it holy, holy name.
I've seen waters in shining steel,
But I've seen these
make mountains kneel.
I watched it spell.
Lose its sound when a whispered prayer hits the ground. James says righteous prayers hold power, and I've seen proof hour by hour.
First Samuel cries, heaven replies. History shifts when a mother cries.
No filters, no show, just flame. Every whisper speaks his name when she prays. Heaven listens.
When she prays, when she
prays,
the night turns like
darkness bends, wrong turns right. Walls collapse, fear gives way. Heaven moves when she prays.
when she
The moon stands still.
storms bow down to his will. Peace walks in through broken doors when she prays. Thank you for every woman praying unseen. Mother, sister, wife, friend, fighting wars on her knees instead of her tongue, holding the line when no one sees.
Let her strength be honor. Let her quiet be crowned.
Because when she prays, the ground remembers fire.
When she prays, heaven moves with holy might.
Strongholds fall, fear gives way. Creation trembles when she prays. When she prays, the moon stands storms bow down to his will. Peace walks in through broken doors. When she prays,
She don't fight.
she builds. When she prays.
You ever felt a silence so thick? It felt like pressure in your lungs. That's what happens when she kneels. Not soft, not fragile, still. When she prays, the shadows shake, the air grows tight, the dark won't break. No spotlight, no crowd, just floor and flame. Every whisper calls his name. Walls don't fall with noise, they crack in quiet strain. Demons don't scream, they retreat in pain. When she prays, something bends, something unseen. Give thanks. kitchen floor. No audience, no open door. Bills unpaid, heart unsure, but knees hit ground and heaven roars. First Samuel cried a barren plea. History shifted quietly. James said righteous prayers hold power. I've seen demons lose their hour. She don't curse, she consecrates. She don't panic, she waits. Not asking ease, not asking fame, just holy fire in his name. No applause, no stage light, just war in the middle of the night. When she kneels, hell feels it. When she whispers, chains split. When she prays, the night ignites. Darkness trembles at holy light. Fear collapses, lies decay. Heaven storms when she prays. The ground splits still, souls bow low to his will. Tears fall slow, but the spirit roars. War is won behind closed doors. When she prays. You thought warriors war steeled, but I've seen silence make hell kneel. I've seen tears become a blade. I've seen kingdoms shift when she prayed. Thank you for every unseen fight, every whispered name in the night. Because when she prays, fire answers fire. The night ignites, strongholds shatter under light. Fear collapses, chains give way. Creation shines when she prays. Skulls obey, death backs down and flees away. Tears fall slow, but the spirit roars. War is won behind closed doors. When she prays, she don't fight loud, she fights eternal. When she prays.
You ever hear silence so heavy? It feels like thunder holding back. That's what happens when she kneels, not loud, not dramatic, but heaven leans closer anyway.
When she prays, the room stands still. Heaven bends low, obeying his will. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors. When she prays,
I watched her fold the weight of the day into a whisper she never displays. No spotlight chasing, no stage to climb, just holy ground and borrowed time. Storms raise loud, but she don't reply. She just says, Lord, be glorified. Every teardrop plants peace in place. Every cry bursts unearned grace.
when she prays, night learns light.
Battles won,
Wrong feels right.
walls collapse.
Fear gives way. Heaven moves while she stays. Night learns light.
Battles won,
Wrong feels right.
walls collapse.
Fear gives way when she prays.
I used to think warriors wore iron skin, armor loud with a violent grin, But I seen silence out, fight a blade, Seen knees rewrite the plans we made, First Samuel 1, Hannah broke, No sermon loud, just a choking hope, No prophet guessed what her tears would do. But heaven moved when the room stayed mute.
James 5:16, carved in flame. Prayer got power when faith stays plain. She don't raise her voice, she raises trust. She don't chase revenge, she waits it out.
I don't pray to be seen, I pray to stay clean. I don't ask for ease, I ask to be aligned. And heaven listens every time.
When she prays, peace walks through walls. Wounds knit tight, fear free falls. Ground remembers fire when her breath calls. Holy higher. She's not asking for things to gain. She's birthing change, breaking chains, turning chaos into heaven's range. Faith like hers don't age with pain. It burns through silence, burns through years, burns through unanswered nights.
When she prays, she don't need applause. Her worship rights eternal laws. Tears fall soft, but the spirit rush. Peace walks in through broken doors. When she prays.
Thank you for every woman who prays unseen. Every mother, sister, wife, friend, who fought wars on her knees instead of with the tongue. Let her quiet be rewarded. Let her strength remain. Because when she prays, the world keeps turning. Flames stay lit. And heaven keeps writing.
When she prays, when I pray, you ever hear silence so heavy it feels like thunder, learning restraint. That's what happens when she kneels, not loud, not desperate, not reaching for attention. But heaven leans closer. Demons don't flee screaming, they quiet down. Because when she prays, something shifts that doesn't need sound. When she prays, the room forgets time. Heaven bends low to a will that isn't mine. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors when she prays.
She don't need a spotlight, she don't need a stage. A warfare's written in a quiet page. Prayer cage, Proverbs 31. Clothed in strength before the battle's won. No filters, no show, just flame. Every whisper says his name. Storms rage, she doesn't accuse the sky, she just breathes. Lord, be glorified. Every tissue drop, plants peace. Every cry unlocks release.
When she prays,
Night turns light,
battles end,
before the fight.
walls collapse,
Fear gives way
heaven moves while she stays.
when she prays.
She prays, the moon stays still.
I used to think warriors were armor, steel plates, noise, aggression. But I watched silence outlive swords, outlast intentions. 1 Samuel 1, Hannah cried. No crowd, no show, just poured out eyes. No prophet knew what her tears would stir, but heaven answered, because heaven heard. She don't fight flesh, she fights unseen. Worship woven between everything. James 5:16, truth made plain. Prayer got power when it's soaked in pain. She don't raise a voice, she raises face. She don't chase revenge, she waits with grace.
I don't pray to be seen, I pray to stay clean. I don't ask for ease, I ask for alignment. And heaven listens every prayer.
When she prays, peace walks through walls, wounds knit shut, fear free falls. The ground remembers fire when her voice calls holy higher. She's not asking for things, she's birthing change, turning chaos into heaven's range. Faith like hers doesn't age with years. It burns through silence, it burns through tears.
She prays, she don't need applause. Her worship writes eternal laws. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors. When she prays,
thank you for every woman who prays unseen.
when she prays,
Every mother, every sister, every wife, every
when
friend
she prays,
who fought wars on her knees instead of with words. Let her strength remain, let her quiet be rewarded. Because when she prays, the world keeps turning, flames stay lit.
and heaven keeps writing. When I pray, I don't fight, I build.
You ever hear a silence so deep it listens back? That's what finds her when she kneels. No spotlight, no thunder, just breathe. And heaven leaning closer. She doesn't shout to be heard, doesn't reach for the sky. She opens what's breaking inside and lets the weight reply. Every tear she never explained falls like it already knows her name. She's not asking for the world to change. She's standing still and letting God move things. She don't need a stage, she don't need a sign. Her battles live in the quiet between her heart and his time. Growth in strength, even when she shakes. Every whisper she gives, he takes. So when she prays, the room stands still.
She don't ask for escape, she asks to be alive. And every time she breathes his name, he meets her right on time. When she tastes, you don't need applause. Her worship rights eternal loss. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors. And when she pays, when she pays for every woman who played, every mother, sister, friend who chose her knees over her throne. Let her pride be countered, let her strength be made. Because when she prays, the world keeps turning.
You're in the room, lights low, windows shaking slightly from the wind. The air feels heavier than it should, like pressure building before a storm. She's not speaking, not yet, just kneeling, clock ticking, thunder rolling far away. You feel it first, before you hear it. The air grows still, like heaven's near it. Your chest tightens, but not from fear. Something holy is drawing near. No spotlight, no stage, just faith on a fragile page. No camera light, no audience, just quiet awe and confidence.
Her hands tremble, but not from fear. There's something stronger.
Moving here, you don't see angels, you don't see flame, but the atmosphere will not stay the same.
When she prays,
When she prays, you feel the weight.
the room recalibrates.
Your heart beats low.
Heaven knows.
The airship spin.
Light walks in.
When she prays, the night ignites.
When she prays, the night ignites.
Darkness trembles at holy light.
When she prays, fear gives way.
Chains begin to break away.
When she prays,
Storms obey.
mountains move out of the way. When she prays,
Strongholds sway. Death backs down and cannot stay.
heaven moves, the earth responds, the unseen shifts. When she
You're watching it happen, but you can't explain. No volume increase, but pressure change. Ephesians 6, not flesh and blood. You feel the war, but not the flood. 2 Corinthians 10, strongholds fall, not with noise, but at the call. 1 Samuel, a mother cried, history turned when heaven replied. James 5:16, fervent flame, righteous prayer, rearrange the frame. Hebrews 4:12, sharpen alive, dividing the soul where secrets hide. She's not performing, she's not loud, but heaven leans when she bows down. You thought warriors were stealing blade, but you're watching silence make darkness afraid.
we feel it breathe. Chains released.
Walls been thin.
Light walks in.
Time stands still.
Storms lose wind.
You can feel the war at the door. Luke 10:19. Authority given. Mark 11. Mountains driven. Psalm 24. Lift up the gates. King of glory. Enter the space. Isaiah 54. Weapons fall. No formed attack can stand at all.
She doesn't scream.
She doesn't break.
She kneels when kingdoms shake. When she prays, night ignites. Darkness trembles at holy light. When she grows, storms obey. Just kneeling, they obey. Mountains move out of the way. Out of the way. When she prays, fear decays. Chains fall off in holy blaze. When she prays, heaven moves. Mountains falling, chains are breaking, Light invading,
darkness shaking.
breaking, shaking.
When she prays,
When she prays.
you feel it first. The room is different now. You felt that. That wasn't noise. That was alignment. That's authority. That's what happens when she prays.
You ever heard silence so heavy? It felt like thunder hiding inside it. That's what happens when she kneels. Not loud, not dramatic, but heaven leans closer.
When she prays, the air shifts slow. The room don't breathe, but heaven knows. Ears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors.
When she prays. When she prays, the night turns light. Battles fall, wrong feels right. Walls collapse, fear gives way. Heaven moves when she prays. When she prays, the moon stands still. Storms bow down to his will. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors when she prays.
She don't need spotlight, don't need stage. Her warfare's done in the prayer cage. Proverbs 31, clothing strength. Faith stretches love to endless length. No filters, no show, just flame. Every whisper speaks his name. When storms rage, she don't curse the sky. She just says, Lord be glorified. Every tissue drop plants peace. Every cry bursts new release when she prays. The night turns light, battles won, wrong feels right. I used to think warriors wore armor, but I've seen silence stronger than sword. Samuel 1, Hannah cried, heaven answered, history stored. She don't fight flesh, she fights unseen. Worship rising in between. James 5:16, power revealed. Prayer of the righteous, battles healed. She don't raise a voice, she raises faith. She don't chase revenge, she waits for grace when she prays.
When she prays, the night turns light. Battles fall, wrong feels right. Walls collapse, fear gives way. Heaven moves when she prays. When she prays, the moon stands still. Storms
don't pray to be seen, I pray to stay clean. Not asking for ease, I'm asking for meaning. Heaven listens, every time, not height, not cloud, divine design. Ground remembers fire when her voice calls higher. Faith don't expire, it climbs through the wire. She's not asking for things, she's breaking chains, turning chaos into heaven's range. Faith like hers don't fade with years, it burns through silence, burns through tears. She don't need applause, her praise rewrites eternal laws. Thank you for every woman praying unseen, mother, sister, wife, friend, fighting wars on her knees instead of her tongue, building future. When she prays, heaven rise again. When she prays, heaven rise again. When she prays.
When I pray, I don't fight, I build. When I pray, I don't shout, I yield. When I pray, I don't break, I bend. When I pray, heaven descends. When she prays, the night turns light. Battles fall, wrong feels right. Walls collapse, fear gives way. Heaven moves when she prays. When she prays, the moon stands still. Storms bow down to his will. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors when she prays. She don't fight, she builds. When she builds, she prays. You ever hear silence so heavy? It feels like thunder, learning restraint. That's what happens when she kneels. Not loud, not desperate, not reaching for attention. But heaven leans closer.
Demons don't flee screaming, they quiet down. Because when she prays, something shifts that doesn't need sound.
When she prays, the room forgets time. Heaven bends low to a will that isn't mine. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors. When she prays, when she prays.
She don't need a spotlight, she don't need a stage. Her warfare's written in a quiet page. Prayer cage, Proverbs 31. Clothed in strength before the battle's won. No filters, no show, just flame. Every whisper says his name. Storms rage, she doesn't accuse the sky. She just breathes, Lord be glorified. Every tissue drop, plants peace. Every cry, unlocks release when she prays.
Night turns light, battles end before the fight. Walls collapse, fear gives way. Heaven moves while she stays. When she prays, she prays, the moon stays still. She prays, the moon stays still.
I used to think warriors wore armor, still place noise, aggression. But I watch silence outlive swords, outlast intentions. First Samuel 1, hand to cry. No crowd, no show, just poured out eyes. No prophet knew what her tears would stir, but heaven answered, because heaven heard. She don't fight flesh, she fights unseen. Worship woven between everything. James 5:16, truth made plain. Prayer got power when it's soaked in pain. She don't raise her voice, she raises faith. She don't chase revenge, she waits with grace.
I don't pray to be seen, I pray to stay clean. I don't ask for ease, I ask for alignment. And heaven listens every time.
When she prays, peace walks through walls. Wounds knit shut, fear free falls. The ground remembers fire when a voice calls. Holy high, she's not asking for things, she's birthing change, turning chaos into heaven's rain. Faith like hers doesn't age with years. It burns through silence, it burns through tears when she prays.
She don't need applause, her worship writes eternal laws. Tears fall soft, but the spirit roars. Peace walks in through broken doors when she prays.
Thank you for every woman who prays unseen. Every mother, every sister, every wife, every friend who fought wars on her knees instead of with the tongue. Let her strength remain, let her quiet be rewarded, because when she prays, the world keeps turning. Flames stay lit, and heaven keeps writing when I pray. I don't fight,
I build.
I don't say.
A silence so heavy it pressed against your ribs. That's what happens when she kneels. Not fragile, not fading, still. When she prays, the shadows move, the air turns sharp like something proved. No spotlight, no stage, no crowd, just heaven bending darkness bow. Every whisper cuts like flame, every breath declares His name. Demons don't shout, they lose their ground when her knees touch holy ground. Storms press hard, windows shake, but she don't flinch for heaven's sake. No armor, no sword, no sound, just heaven rising, heaven bound. When she prays, the night ignites, darkness trembles at holy light. Fear collapses, chains give way, heaven storms when she prays. When she prays, storms obey, death backs down and flees away. Tears fall slow, but the spirit roars. War is won behind closed doors. When she prays, midnight floor, cold beneath, bills unpaid, silent grief, but faith stands tall though knees are bent. Every tear, heaven sent. First Samuel, oh mother cried, history shifted, destiny tied. She don't curse, she consecrates, she don't panic, she waits, not asking ease, not asking fame, just holy
shadows sway, creation shakes when she prays. When she prays, storms obey, death retreats and fades away. Tears fall slow, but the spirit roars. War is won behind closed doors. When she when she prays, the night ignite, heaven moves, heaven moves, heaven moves. When she prays, when she prays, when she prays, chains are breaking, strongholds shaking, darkness fading, light invading. When she prays, when she she kneels.